sourdough oatmeal cream pies. Let's go. Okay guys, this recipe is so easy, so let's get to it. I'm gonna use a stand mixer for this recipe. It has a paddle attachment. If you don't have a stand mixer, it is okay to use a hand mixer. So we're gonna start by creaming our butter and sugars together. I've already added my white sugar and brown sugar to the mixing bowl. Don't worry about measurements. I will put the full recipe in the caption. So this is 2 sticks of butter. It is still cold, but slightly softened. That's how you want it. And then you're gonna go ahead and cream those together. You'll wanna let these cream together for about 2 to 3 minutes. Also, the Chiefs hoodie is coming back for a second season. I apologize if you're not a Chiefs fan. And no, I don't like them just because of Taylor Swift. I genuinely think Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time. Try to tell me he's not. Now you wanna add 1 egg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a half a cup of sourdough discard, and then go ahead and mix this for about 30 seconds just until it's incorporated. Don't overmix. Okay, and then you'll wanna set this aside, and then we'll go ahead and mix our dry ingredients. So I have a 1.5 cups of flour, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. Then you're gonna wanna go ahead and mix these together first before we add our oats. Now for the oats, my recipe calls for 3 cups of quick cooking oats. You can use regular oats if you don't have those. I didn't. I just put my regular oats in a food processor and pulsed it a few times to break them down. So go ahead and add your oats. And my bowl is too small, so I'm mixing this with a fork. Okay, now you wanna go ahead and add your dry mixture to your wet mixture. You wanna put about half in first, give that a good mix for about 20 seconds, and then you can add the other half. Okay, so this is good and mixed. Now let's get it all back in the bowl. Okay, so this dough doesn't need to chill. Go ahead and grab your baking sheet, line it with parchment paper. I'm not lining mine with parchment paper. This is meant for my bread oven, which is what I'm baking my cookies in. So this one doesn't need parchment paper. So this recipe makes 12 oatmeal cream pies, which is 24 cookies. Now I use this little scooper. Now you want each cookie ball to be about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons, or a very rounded scoop. Now because I do make these for my bakery, I do measure out each scoop with a digital kitchen scale. I want it to come out to be about 45 to 50 grams for each cookie. Okay, so this is half the batch. I do go back and roll out each cookie dough ball so they're perfectly uniform. Oh my gosh, this dough smells amazing. Okay, so you'll want to bake these at 375. Now remember, every oven is different, so do keep an eye on them. You want them lightly golden brown. So while the cookies are baking, we're gonna go ahead and make our cream pie filling. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and mix our powdered sugar and 1 stick of softened butter until it's nice and fluffy. And don't be like me, make sure you use a big enough bowl because the powdered sugar will fly everywhere if you don't. Also, I forgot the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You wanna add that in with your butter and powdered sugar, and then you wanna add 1 to 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. I would start with 1 tablespoon, see what the consistency is like, and then you can add another one if you need to. So as you can see, it starts off in crumbles, but if you keep going, it'll turn into a nice buttercream. Okay, so this is what it'll look like after a couple minutes, nice and fluffy. It's ready to go. Scrape down the sides of your bowl, get it all to the middle. Look at these gorgeous cookies. Okay, so I'm gonna let them cool on the cookie sheet for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna transfer them to a wire rack. And then once they're fully cooled, we'll go ahead and make our oatmeal cream pies. Okay, so what you wanna do is you wanna take a decent scoop, about 1.5 tablespoons, just stick it on your cookie. And then you're gonna squeeze it together until it's even on all sides. It'll look just like that. So there you have it, yummy sourdough oatmeal cream pies. I'm telling you, they're so good. They'll bring you back to when you were a kid. Let me know in the comments if you plan on making them.